while. Well, it hasn't actually been all that long. It's just been long enough. So, it might be a bit slower, mostly because these two missions are basically it. Wait. Alright, let me rephrase that. These two missions and then one other mission after these two is basically it for main story missions. Nice to have all of this. Ugh. Upside. These are not required things to do. Hawking Ida cluster in the Sentry system. But we're going to, mostly because... well, there's not actually that lot to this game. Also, if you go to like every planet, you can get a little bit of briefing, and sometimes you get some like materials and other bonus stuff that, as cool as it would be. So you just found a gas deposit. This is a hydrogen helium gas giant, so we just harvest it for gas. Downside, do you ever realize if there's anything on a planet, you have to go to every planet, click on them. Hawking Ida, Sentry cluster, down we go!
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ida cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Ah, cults. Space wizard cults.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
This is the downside to cultists.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
So now we know they're somewhere in this sector. Not on the first planet we go to. They're never on the first planet we go to. Ooh, survey planet. It's just this medallion. Brim was like, melatonin? Oh, found something we can land on. Oh, this is the moon. So we're gonna do a couple side missions, one more story mission. Right, I am a pure biotic. I'm a pure biotic that they don't restrict the use of guns on. Sorry if I don't have too many like witty comments. It's been a long week actually. Boop. On the upside, Mako is still just fun. It's so janky, I love it. Oh, getting a call from spam. Well, not spam, but those nice, lovely calls you get from every random group. Hello, we'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Hello, are you old enough to retire? Hello, we'd like to talk to you about your retirement, life insurance. Cluster prefab utility shacks have seen the ramshackle look at them. So recover of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge somewhere to the southwest. I like how they wanted to put in details like that, but they couldn't, so they just give descriptors. I still can't believe how much they changed this game to make it work for PC. And it made so many things easier. Like, all the hacking is 1,000 times easier. Being able to actually use the guns makes life so much better. Nothing wrong, I'm willing to bet after some time when I get more points into my pistol use, my pistol will be better than, say, my assault rifle or my shotgun. Or anything else cool that I might carry into battle. But early game not restricting me to just the pistol is a godsend. Totally fine. God, Ragdoll tank is the best. Okay, we got this thingy. I know I could probably get those done faster if I didn't just try to click through it as quickly as possible, but it's just Frogger, but in a circle. Look at someone looking at this like, how do you enjoy this? This looks terrible to control, and it's like, it is. That's what makes it so enjoyable. That's why I love it. Look at my tiny tank bounce around like it's a bouncy ball.
I'm on my way.
Oh shit, this one might actually be hard. And biotic compound. Time to go, I guess, try not to murder a bunch of peoples? Again, sorry, I don't know why it cracks me up so much, but just the Mako's terrible physics just makes me so happy. There's a big old deposit of something over there, so we're gonna get that before we go and murder a bunch of actually cultists, but biotic terrorists? One and the same? Both? Yes? No? Maybe? Who knows? Ooh, that was gold. This is just gold. My first, that was like a big old rock of sulfur. Nope, that is gold. I am rich. Well, not actually. I kind of wish you got to keep gold and use gold for gold reasons, but you do not. Alright. Let's see if my goody two-shoes powers are enough to get me in there. Because I'm only about a third of the way through the goody two-shoes.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
Here to help, man. Try to end this without, murdering everybody in my path.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
And now he needs me.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
I know it doesn't look like it, but this is supposed to be a building. This is a bunker, but they call it a building. Also, because it is nearing the holiday season, I tried to hang up a bunch of, dangling tree lights. But, when I tried to light them to use, that as, lighting for the room, it was not very pretty. It was, in fact, very bad to look at. Ah, biotic cultists. Basically, space wizards. Now, at least I would have had, a great front wall in this corner to hold up in, but so much cover in this room would be shitty to try to take. Ooh, what's that? Oh, cultist. Moving fast. Downside to this game, though, because it is such an older game, there is a lot of just, this is as fast as you can go. And the main story is great. It has basically everything you need. Constant action, questions, your characters talk to you.
I am Major Kyle.
But
I
there's
know why you've come.
4
We have no quarrel with
story
you.
missions
Why
in this
can't you
entire
just leave us
game.
alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me
Maybe
away
5.
from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
Yes, murdering military personnel is a good way to keep your cult safe. Said no smart cultist ever.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
True, but if they don't give up their father, the military's gonna come in, declare you all terrorists, and kill you.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
I know I played Far Cry 5. This sucks.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander.
I'm not a nice guy.
Your pilot can have an Alliance command patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
You should return to the Normandy to notify the Alliance of Kyle's surrender. They'll want to dispatch a ship to take him into custody. Okay. Like, I'm not a big fan of the whole cult thing. Not a big fan of the whole, killing of military thing. Actually, just not a big fan of, a lot of people who just decide killing is the answer. Even people who do it with a good cause. But I also understand that sometimes killing's required. Blah 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 blah. But cultists, not a fan. Upside, we can't just hop in this thing and just boop. Right back to the ship. Super easy, super simple. Wow, I don't want to go in there. I am going to go see if I can get something down in my little shop. And if not, I'm just going to be sad. If so, it's going to be awesome. And then we're going to go do a story mission, which should have a lot more, actual violence.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before
What have you got?
out? Whatever you want. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet,
Basically,
Commander.
he's a fancy requisitions officer. You do not have a grenade upgrade. You son of a bitch. Sell everything that's level 2. And then we'll head back up. God, I cannot tell you how many times I remember running up and down this hallway. And all the doors used to take forever to open and close because of how the screen needed to load.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Happy
So
here,
much
Commander.
faster.
Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Might as well check out the rest of these planets while I'm here. Nothing there. Something here, light metal. Nothing there. I think it's Eros. We're gonna do a main story mission because honestly, as much as I love how there's a lot of side
Message
stuff.
coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Anakin Beta cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
I think I went to the wrong cluster. Yep. Level 1 toxic hazard. That is one of the downsides. Because this is such an old game, a lot of your side missions are basically fetch quests.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual
Well, that's the
intelligence
first thing you
support
guys
is
do.
critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground to the VI core and manually disable it.
Basically, go through a training ground. That's for training. Complete the training. Beat the AI.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our
VI.
fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Now, there's a downside. You do actually need to complete that side mission to get your character's specialization in their class. Which is a little tedious and annoying. Because unless you do that mission, you don't actually, like, finish out your character's, like, power. Oh, God. I don't want to deal with the exogeny stuff. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I went to the wrong cluster, so we can watch this cutscene again. Oh wait, nope, I was right the first time. Don't mind me, I just don't know where I'm going. And you're right, and there is not an actual order to these missions. You can do them whenever you want, but better to go to this one first. It's also slightly more difficult and slightly more action-packed. must go do story mission. Because side missions, super boring.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Ah, yes. You ever go into a place and be like, this is supposed to be a nice spaceport, and you see this drab, dreary architecture? Like a concrete warehouse?
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who?
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Ever watch a dude get fucking rocked by a rocket? What if I... Haha. Oh, that killed you. I try to do cool Jedi shit once and you die instantly. You can tell the difference between who has a assault rifle and who has the shotgun. It's like burst round of rifle, burst round, and just a Kung Pao of just random shotgun like fucking buckshot. Oh, that didn't look healthy. You know, I prefer my Spider-Man. Not whatever the fuck you are. Thank God the computer can actually hit those motherfuckers, because I stand no chance. Actually, I can use other toys.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers are getting thin.
Die of thirst, the Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
I feel the Geth will kill us all. We're all in danger. Please save us. Every single video game trope ever. Save the helpless villagers. What's the gasp?
Huh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out!
Well, better late than never.
Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
This is why. This is why they should have limited this back to the old way, because it used to be, prior to them remaking it in the Legendary Edition, as a biotic, I could not wield this weapon. I could not aim it, I could not use it.
Our shields!
This thing was about as effective as giving it to a toddler and expecting it to shoot anything accurately.
We got them all, Shepard.
In fact, I'd have more faith in the toddler using the weapon than how the game would make you use it, because you couldn't aim it, by the way, like you wouldn't be able to do this.
step.
Haha, your own barrier stopped you. He's done. That was good timing. Excuse me, sir. You ever want to talk about the fact that I am literally a Jedi? Jedi powers,
We should
activate!
update Vidan on the situation before we move on to wherever the Geth are bunkered. He's the closest thing left to proper channels.
Garrus is right. Ooh. All about timing. God, as much as I love these older games, actually, especially as much as I love this one, growing up, it has changed a lot. Like, the game of gaming has changed. And unfortunately, not always necessarily for the better. Graphics definitely gotten way better at graphics.
Oh god, they're everywhere.
Oh. That bitch. Excuse me, sir. Do you want to talk about Space Jesus? I go the wrong way.
Clear.
Downside. I am terrible at mapping out any place. Where the hell am I? Okay, I know where I am. I don't know where I missed my turn, but I know where I am.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
I didn't mean to throw a grenade.
Area secured.
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated yet, though. We should keep looking.
Everyone be afraid, they're scary lizard puppies. When they gave me control of the fact that I can bash whenever I want, that is hilarious. Baron falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the alpha male, the pack leader of these feral scavengers.
That's it. Bag him intact.
While disabled vehicle is more than willing to part with its still functioning power cell. So I'm actually collecting stuff for missions I haven't even received yet. But, in my defense, this place is a literal elevated maze. And it likes to go up, down, and all around. Wait, what's that way? Is there anything through that door? Does this door open? Hoo! You ever open a door to a sniper line? I just did. Oh, hey look, I'm getting another call from potential spam. See, they're very friendly when they like to call me. Look, some nut robots. I know anyone who like looks at this and be like, man, he's playing on easy difficulty, and the answer for that is mostly because all it really does is give everybody else more health. That sounds bad. I know it sounds bad, but that's basically what it does. Oh. Did you guys break? What happened? I think they broke on the doorway. Another reason you probably won't see me playing this on like the hardest difficulty too often is because of how many glitches there are even in the Legacy Edition. Like there are still so many parts of this game that are just still broken.
You don't want to go down there.
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
I'm sorry, but if I'm in the middle of a conversation and I just go, oh! That was a good one. Very intense. There are two things happening. Either I am being royally brain fucked, or I'm having sex with ghosts. Those are the two options.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
What do you mean?
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Trying to get to the... Dying!
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
No longer fit. Dude seems mentally deranged. Need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting
what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Heads up.
I still think he's just over there having sex with ghosts.
Clear.
I don't know what kinky shit he's into, but I'm going to go with ghosts. This door open? No. That door does not open. This door open? Is this a door? No. Ah, the fun of trying to figure out where you can and can't go. I thought you were waving to me for a second, dude, and I was just gonna be like, dude, what's up? So over there just... I am broken. did not get to read that. She is so far away, I can't even hear her because she is stuck. This entire level is actually very cursed. It's probably the reason why I wanted to do it first. It's because, well, your enemy is kind of level with you. Yeah, there's a certain amount of dudes that will just always be here regardless of your level. But this level has always just been broken. Now, where am I going? Or just be like, yarg, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, so this is why you can't leave me alone to like sit here and try to figure out my path. I get lost so quickly. Instead of trying to stop and look at the map and try to map out where I'm at, most because the map is... That was not a good example. The map right there is actually very helpful. So yeah, when I came down here, I took a turn when I didn't need to take a turn, because I was thinking of this turn. Wait a second. Nope. Wait. Yes. Nope. Yes. Yes. Yeah, see? I can map.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
Happy to help.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Fortify. You guys basically have 2 entrances, 2 exits, and no fortifications.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
What's ExoGeni?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
That's not a problem.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. It won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
So, water.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Let's talk about Zoo's Hope and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
There was the dude in the tunnels.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
No kidding.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Dude, how come you used to have like some serious cross-eyed thing going on? Hold on.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
Like, I know my character's not pretty,
but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least 1 Geth ship at ExoGeni, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
Sorry, extra sleepy today.
Tell me about
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial Affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How big was the original Pharos colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zoo's Hope.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
So basically, he was almost getting to town worthy.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
She seems to be unconscious.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Okay.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
That's fair. There's a large difference between a doctor and a medic. A doctor actually will take somebody, figure out what's wrong, find a way to cure them, blah, 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 blah. A medic basically just makes you comfortable until you die. That's not true, by the way. That's just a joke to make fun of medics for not being actual doctors. I would take an actual trained medic.
Do you have any
over
idea what the
nothing
Geth were
every
looking
day of
for?
the week.
I can't think of any reason for an attack like this. We just wanted to build a home.
But then again, every medic I've ever met have no problem being able to slam you down and hook up a tourniquet in like 30 seconds flat.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Fidan if you really must know.
While I'm sitting there kicking and screaming.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
It is a little strange to be told to not ask questions to people other than the leader, dude. Bit of a red flag. Just a little bit.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I already killed him.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Tell me about the colony.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing. Or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
No, I asked you.
Why should I speak to Fidan? Why can't you tell me?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
See, that sounds like there's some sort of punishment going around for those who talk out of turn.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much, I know, but it's all we can spare.
Look at him giving us $2,000.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
Dude, your tool is floating. By itself.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Dude, your tool is floating. That's a very strong sniper rifle. That's a strong pistol. How much do these cost? $76,000. Alright, we're gonna buy this pistol, mostly because it just sounds fucking awesome. Equipment. Combat sensor. We don't need a combat sensor. But a rail extension. Why not get it? Ooh, now we got incendiary rounds. We're going to hurt things with this thing. Da, 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 da. Give you that assault rifle. Give Telly this big meaty bastard of a shotgun. Suit her up with some fire bullets. Oh, I gotta hit OK on both. That's annoying. Since we're doing fire, you can go ahead and do toxic. You are a person that I will use to murder people. Alright guys, we got our people murderer and our not people murderer. Ooh. Actually, I kind of like the red. Energized weave. You know, I'll take the Unity amp. Sure, why not? Well, it does increase my shields. And we're just going to increase our shields even further. I'm sorry, it's so pink. The Aquaman, when you actually take the time to, like, spec out your team. Yeah, if we don't actually go complete that one side mission, we'll never actually complete this bar. Singularity unlocked. Basically, I summon a black hole. But because, you know, we're us, we are going to charm. Charm the shit out of things.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I got a power cell.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can make these power cells in this, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
You know, as much as I want to give this outfit shit, I mean, it, for some reason, is a tramp stamp tattoo window on it. This actually seems moderately effective. It seems to be some sort of harness in case you need to be hooked up to, like, a, I guess, space seat. So it covers the arms and the legs, basically the place you need protection. Not sure why there's a tramp stamp tattoo window, but first I want to give some of this space clothing shit. I could probably rock something like that.
The water started
further than the tramp stamp tattoo window.
Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony.
Unless you want to, like, look at my lower back hairs.
Thank you again, Commander.
Like, these guys are basically in what you just expect to be in any, like, B-ranked movie space uniform. This guy? Honestly, other than the awkward dimensions of just putting around this guy, basically he's just in black leather. See that? When it's not so blue, that does not look like a bad outfit to wear. Who knows, maybe I'm just over here thinking too much about space fashion.
Commander?
Yeah, why does everybody not talk about here?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
But that's actually the opposite effect here. Most people, especially in their first experience in an attack on their home, are desperate for outside help. They are desperate for anyone who knows about the situation better. Everyone here is pushing us away.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
And that is not a good sign for us. I can't get over my pretty pink armor.
Watch out! Scouts! They'll be here any minute. I don't know how much more I can take.
Wait, do you guys have anyone worth talking to? Do you guys even have names? Random civilian guard A and B stationed up here solo at the top of an elevator? You know, why don't you just lock down the elevator and
now to the Geth
call it a
base.
day?
Something an intelligent mind expects to see.
I love how I just jank.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
Picking up a comm signal. It's too weak to pinpoint, but there's definitely someone out.
Don't mind me, just driving this jank mobile.
More chatter, Commander Shepard. I still can't get a fix on their location.
Any sign of movement?
It's fine.
They could still be in there. It's only been a few days.
Oh, I'm sorry. I love this vehicle. It's probably my favorite thing to drive in any video game ever to this day, even with how terrible it is to control. There's somebody out there who's like makes his money by doing races on like Forza or like Need for Speed or something like that, and I'm over here driving this fucking bouncy ball tank with all the joy in the world. Sniper rifle. Hello. Nap and dinner. Ooh. I was actually just running late basically all this morning. Why? Well, honestly, because she doesn't actually require her body. You're welcome. And that's what you get for taking a nap. You also missed all the joys of dealing with a cultist. Or not a cultist, but a cult. And me trying to figure out which mission to do next. I picked this one because it breaks the most.
Movement. Some kind of vehicle, not one of the Geth.
They must be close enough to see us.
Dealing with the Geth is more important.
Also, I got this new pistol. Oh, it's a slow shooter, but
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
as you can clearly tell, I am the Gethiest of Geth in my pretty pink armor.
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Now there's a whole colony of weird motherfuckers.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the Geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I mean, you know, when you have an army that isn't required to eat, sleep, or breathe, or rest, yeah, they're relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
That's not a huge red company flag.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Alright, now we're going to ask him a whole bunch of questions. Why? Well, mostly because I want the extra points into just asking questions. And two, honestly, the points thing. I like staring at this pretty armor and giggling to myself like a child.
How did you get split up from the Zeus Hope colony?
Most of us lived closer to the Exogeny building. Zeus Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
I mean, you still can if you just get yourself a tank like I did and just drive there.
They're fairly secure now.
It's a straight shot.
Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
Ah, yes. Who wants to fill out the paperwork to send a company-regulated army to clear out a place? Or, here's a thought. Unless there's something you truly want at that facility, bomb the bitch.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogeny. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
Exogeny is
Or
a
just take
master
the insurance
at
payout? Exactly.
repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
So you even said the company has to make a profit somehow. That means he knows he doesn't think he's expendable. He thinks he's too important to just, be cut off and take the deceased check. But
do you know what the Geth are after?
Shamefinger.
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
See, I'm a very frugal man. But if it's the choice between, at this point we've encountered 30-something living people and my bottom dollar, I might lean towards the people. Especially if I was one of those 30-something people.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
Well, this place is so shitty, why are you here?
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Welcome to Colonizing 101. You will build the same structure 40 times before you're done.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
Somewhere at the Exogeny headquarters, I hope.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course.
Yep.
And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Yeah, save her, blah, blah, blah. It's very hard to take someone seriously when they have a literal, like, line to the dick plate and ass in this pink. Like, I understand it's supposed to be an authoritative voice, but I'm over here like, check out my pretty pink armor. One of these days I'll be adorable.
If I should ask for the... I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
No catch, really. It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
So, what data am I recovering, dude?
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods. I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Anything good, combat worthy? I can't ask that. Damn.
Do you have any idea what the Geth were looking for?
That's for smarter men than me to figure out. I have no idea what anyone would want with this ruin.
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
See, he has a good point. And I get it, he is a freelancer.
Time to get moving.
But he seems like a freelance engineer. Now, that's not a bad gig, even currently. But that also means you either working in places that have more people than they need, so you're there just to be there, or places that have no one with your skill set, so you're essential. America, it's the latter. But because you are freelance, you will always be treated as if you're completely expendable. Which in some cases is true. Not all. I love this tank. I'm stuck. I love this tank.
You owe us for this. The Skyway is crawling with Geth. Package is secure. We're leaving now.
Oh, goddammit, stop throwing grenades, me! You stupid, stupid grenade thrower. Honestly, it's such a good thing that the grenades in this game do not go off automatically when they hit something. I would have killed myself so many times.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Like, I'd hurl a grenade and be like, that wasn't my fault. The wall was in the way. Someone put that wall there. Oh, I love this pistol. I love when they give, where I'm able to just go and purchase a Magnum. Poke your little head out. Don't need it to. Ugh, stopping power. And headshots. Also, notice how I wasn't, like, responding to that comment for, like, reasons. Muhaha. Muhahaha. Ha 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 ha. Where did I park my tank? Oh, there it is. That's the America I want. The where did I park my tank of America? How'd you know they were well off? Well, they have a grocery tank, and then they have a field tank. Clearly the grocery tank is for your day-to-day use, you know, going, collecting the groceries, picking up the kids from soccer practice. All the normal things you need a tank for. Damn it. Got him. Finally. On the upside, they only have about a 68mm cannon on the grocery tank, so like if you really want to get them, I suggest getting them during the grocery shopping time. Ooh, door. Locked door. Scratch nose. Ooh, free stuff. What is that? That's a problem. Discuss the fact that you're a dick? Oh, you can't even shoot in here. Haha. You can't shoot down this hallway that I could just stand in. No, you're a dick. SMH. I don't even know what SMH stands for.
We can't scratch this field. We need another way in.
Shaking my head. Oh.
This looks like a one-way drop, Commander.
Well, stop shaking your head. It's bad for you. That's how you get a headache. Another dead lizard dog.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
It's okay. You're not the first person to shoot at me today. At the very least.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
You know, I kind of get that. Depending on what your orders are in emergency situations, data people would probably be trying to back up data.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth. It's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
To the what?
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What is that exactly?
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGenny was studying it.
Interesting.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Fair enough. Being stuck in here is not going to help anyone.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's geth all over the place.
Fair enough. The fuck are you
Tell me
still
about
doing
yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for ExoGenny. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
She did.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
You seem real distraught. I mean, yes, of course.
Tell me what you know about the thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years even.
Well, I am going to give this game shit for the fact that everybody has like the same facial structure. They're at least kind enough to pull the camera off of someone's face and there's supposed to be emotions, so you can, you know, input in your own brain.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGenny was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
Plus, the voice actor budget for the first two games had to be insane. Also, these guys, even though I can just follow me, they will not. Also, Tyler, why the fuck are you using a sniper rifle? Bust out your shotty. Murder some other fuckers because you're not trained in sniper rifle. But yeah, follow me. Go over there. Go over here. Follow me. They're stuck. They're just stuck. Reason to take care of this mission early is because your companions will just stand there and let you be shot. 38 rooms away.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files. No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Kinky.
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Oh, god damn it, robot!
ExoGenny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the thorian.
Tell me more.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
Zoo's Hope?
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
So the place that we went and did all that first mission, she was telling us to fucking don't help us, don't, well, I mean, they wanted me to help them, but they were like, don't get too involved in our home. Are hiding this fucking thing.
Tell me everything you know about the thorian.
The thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
So you know that fungus that kind of zombifies certain insects, gets them up to like a high place so they can release their spores and, you know, infect more insects to make zombie insects? This sounds like a slightly more grassy version of that. With a brain. That's fucking terrifying!
Are you saying ExoGeni knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
No wonder they were behaving so strangely.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We need to drop that field and get back to Zeus Hope.
BI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
Alright, tell me about whose card I'm using, I should say.
Please access my personal files.
I like how to do that.
Elizabeth Bainham,
My
Research
personal
Assistant,
files.
Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
Why was I sanctioned?
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
So I was aware we were infected, well, Lisbeth was aware that they were infecting the colonists, but didn't really like it, but also still did her job. Which, again, muddies the lovely wall of ethics there, but anyway. Tell me more about this Thorian.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
How does it do this? Is it like... Well, we know it's spores. Is it a growth in the brain? Is this something that can theoretically be removed with, like, surgery? Or enough antibiotics, alcohol, and cold?
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
That's a terrifying thought. A slightly better thought, but it's still a terrifying one. So the Thorian kind of uses spores and active punishment. Or positive punishment to kind of control people.
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
Okay, how smart is it?
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Okay. That's still not good, but it's not bad. Well, not worse.
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Pharos. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
That makes sense. You get too close, it takes control of you.
I want to know about Exogeny Corporation.
Exogeny Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
So it sounds like Exogeny is the human front for basically human experimentation plus human advancement in expansion.
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
Ah, you're a bitch.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the Geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Yes, please stand by while I go and deal with all of this. You know what I really dislike about this planet, other than the fact that it makes my companions completely glitch out, stand there in a single spot, and not help you through the entire world? Is the fact that this place is a multi-level maze.
The Geth use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
The Geth don't waste much finessing their landings. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
This place seems almost peaceful. Do you think the Geth
actually very
use
bright.
this room as some kind of religious temple?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
This place seems almost peaceful.
Okay, so nothing happens. I can't run up and touch their weird praying sun
The Geth
thing.
blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they...
Yeah, natural assumptions, blah 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 blah. Very human way of thinking. Ooh, bollocks, you jumpity mother! You guys followed! You guys don't want me to die! Sorry, when they do actually follow, it's a miracle. See, they're stuck again. I have to wait for them to randomly teleport to my location when I get too far away. Oh, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? I might have over-prepared for that. By a lot. Oh hey, what's his face's console? Yes! Very emotional. Well, I will give it, that is one of the things that actually does help people overcome things like VIs and AI. Well, we haven't actually encountered true AI, but VIs. And it is sort of a thing that we even joke about in, like, comic books. Or even in this comic series, if you read the comics, which I would, but they're expensive and difficult to get your hands on because it was not a big, I love the Mass Effect games. It was not a very big hit. I missed something. I missed a path somewhere. well, I wouldn't say it wasn't a very big hit, but kind of like the Firefly fandom. It got this group of people who were stupid. Well, I'm still stupid loyal to the franchise. I bought Andromeda. But it was just not enough to keep going. Eventually, Dragon Age fell into like this similar category. Which is also sad. To me. Trying to run. Oh, I broke the game. I'm stuck like this for a minute. Got it. Okay. Don't mind me, I am controlling everything at a 90-degree angle. Approximately. Alright, we're good. Fixed it. And here comes the kicker. This isn't like the OG version. This isn't my old disc that I still own, that I managed to pop into my ridiculously overpriced computer with emulated software to try and run. This is the Legacy Edition, the remade version of the game that's supposed to work on modern systems. Not wrong, I don't think they actually did anything to like the coding. Shooting these things in the head, no problem. Shooting a single gas barrel. Impossible. You jumpity mother. Fuck you. Yeah, but damn it, do. Got him. But yeah, I think they only made it like extra pretty, but still, I think it is hilarious that you have these clear bugs that probably would be easy fixes. I could be wrong. Who knows, maybe the fixes to some of these bugs would have been like $50 million fixes. I wouldn't think so, but
same as before. We don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
we don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let us conveniently pan the camera over to this area for you to find the puzzle piece, to unpuzzle this puzzle. For the sake of puzzleation. Oh god, you survived. And you're big. Ow.
This is interesting, Commander Shepard. A containment lab of some kind.
Also, in the original, this is one thing they did fix. Since of my character class being the Adept, I could not use these guns. Like, take that spread, my unaimed spread there, and then double it. And that'd be about your average accuracy at the fact that my character was not quote-unquote weapons trained. I didn't want to go. Oop, override failed. Oh no, my decryption skill's too low. Tally, oh, you have 17 points. Bullshit. My decryption skill isn't too low. Hey look, hard decryption. Oh, I wasn't able to go forward. You've heard it clicking. Oh well. Yes, there's a skip button. If you just have Omnigel, you can just purchase them. Super easy to do. Downside is just collecting Omnigel. Shotgun! Oh, don't worry. We're gonna go ahead and purchase a really good shotgun. Haha! Awesome. Pneumatic hydraulic doesn't matter. That had to be a ridiculously high pressure shutter. And stronger than hell.
Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with the Storian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I fucking love Tally.
Keep your guard up. There still might be a few Geth inside the base.
I repeat,
She's so nice about everything, and then it comes together, she's like, I hope they all fucking die.
Normandy to shore party, come on, Commander, talk to me.
Murder them all and laugh as they die. It's like, wow, you really hate robots.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
Our pilot is dealing with fungus zombies?
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
Bollocks. Which way do I go? Do I go this way? Is this the way I'm supposed to go? No. No, it is not. That is the worst part about my sense of directions. I am lost all the time. Do I go, like, right back? Right? Yes? Maybe? Quickly make sure I didn't miss a walkway through here. Okay, nope, we're going right back. Fatigued. Running that 40 feet took it out of me. Now, how did I get in here? Oh, door. Don't judge me, Chad. I have the worst sense of directions. Even worse sense of being able to get places. And unfortunately... How did you two do that? We're here now. This one. Yeah, the big door.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You never meant for an entire colony of people to be horribly brain-fucked by a fungal monster? Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, if I came across a horrible fungal monster and was like, man, we should study this thing, and then started brain-fucking people, I'd be like, we should probably stop this.
You did what you could. I'll help them, if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
Honestly, not the worst idea.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it?
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker.
Oh.
You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
That'd be a difficult sell. How do you undo brain control? Like, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but how do you just undo brain control? It's not like you just go back and be like, I'm sorry. I let a horrible creature take control of your brains. And since the Thorian seems to do positive punishment, I imagine there's probably some sort of, I don't want to say fucking increase in dopamine, because let's face it, it's just easier to make positive punishment work better when you have someone who's happy. We take them away, and then you just have a bunch of now possibly depressed people due to the fact that they used to be brain controlled. Now wishing they were brain controlled because they used to make them happy, but they didn't really be happy. They didn't really have happiness because guess what? They didn't really have control of their own emotions. Maybe I'm thinking too much like, you know, someone who enjoys playing with things. Oh yeah, you can aim this.
Is there anybody? Is there anyone picking this up?
Get away from the radio!
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Dana of Pharaoh's Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop the rover!
Yeah, fuck it. We'll go help her, I guess. She probably... Why are you crouched behind a light? Is it a problem? Sorry, I can't put the cursor of the gun on anybody down there. Oh well. I am sneaky.
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
I am the sneakiest sneak in my pretty pink armor.
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what happened on Akuz. This doesn't have to end like that.
So, we haven't done like the side mission to explain further to the Akuz situation, but basically you went on like an early mission and everybody but you died. A horrible, horrible, gruesome, violent, tragic death. Anyway, stay calm, buddy.
We can talk this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Specimen 37, or the Thorian.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zeus' Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Oh, why'd you have to say it like that? I don't have the good points to, you know, stop you, so... Well, at least to stop you without violence.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore. Drop your weapon, or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
No, that was his face.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Again,
don't you stop.
It wasn't his back. I literally shot him in the face.
So what now, Commander?
Also, you've got to realize how fucked you are when you're first out to stop somebody. You have a rifle, and they pull out what is basically the universe's version of a multi-tool, and you're like, you know what? I'm fucking done. No, man, I'm good. That should tell you how good your security is.
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian.
Because Tally didn't pull a gun. She pulled out a literal tool set. Like, let's go, motherfuckers. Kick your ass with a screwdriver and a wrench.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
We might be able to adapt a concussion grenade to deploy it.
This is why we bring Tally places.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-thorium gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path.
Go to equipment, get all this stuff. Granadas, no more high explosive. We have to go to anti-thorium gas. If we want to be good peoples. Man, Talia seems very useful. She is a pure engineer. She has shotgun training, which is just great. Hacking. She does all my hacking. She's the only reason I can do hacking, basically. I know I don't actually need to use these weapons, but since I can and it's not restricting me, I'm going to. Let's see here. Oh, she is a Quarian. Quarians have lost their home world. They all live on ships wandering around the galaxy, so they are all super tech savvy.
Good luck.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
The only downside is their race has such a weak immune system that they're required to stay in those little exosuits they're wearing. Punctures will lead to infections, pneumonia, they're very fragile beings.
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed, thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
Oh, she and him also can't eat people food. Something about the bacteria and proteins in them actually are toxic to their races, so they need their own food. Yeah, they even, I don't think they explain it too much in the first one. They do talk about how fragile Quarians are, but that's because every game until Andromeda there are Quarians. Exactly. The Asari, which is basically the blue women, are basically space elves. They live dick and balls past forever. They can fuck anything and have a child. Those are like the only two things I can think of to be related to space elves. Oh, they're also monogendered. Huh? I mean, they're all effeminate, so kinda. I have a Magnum.
What was that crash? It certainly wasn't human.
Well, as freaky as that thing was.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Very well, Command. Let's go.
Leave the colonists. Yep, we gotta... We're getting all the good boy points. We're just going to, boop. I have played enough Resident Evil, I can fucking pop zombies left and right for funsies. While giggling like a schoolgirl. That's 3, there's 16, so there's 13 more. Who the fuck shot this guy? You two! Who the fuck shot this guy? Okay, never mind. Can I kill you before you get up? No. Hello. On the upside, the colonists are basically civilians using shit-tier weapons, so I can actually tank a lot of their bullets. Downside though, the Thorian gas grenade is a shit grenade. Because that one just missed everyone. God, I hope I have enough grenades. I can only carry 6 at a time right now. I normally try to have at least 2 or 3 grenade upgrades before I come here, that way I can have like 8 grenades. Also, as annoying as it is, make sure if you ever need to check your fire, aim low. I'm here to help. Good work, team. Now, is there anyone else that needs to be gassed? And thus, we bring up the gassings. Alright, coolio. Ugh.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants
Don't do it, buddy.
Stop you, but I won't.
Don't do it.
I won't.
Don't do that either, buddy. Does this mean I only saved 15? Any users, we're going to probably equip better grenades when we get down here. Paragon plus a 32, that's a fuck ton of points. I have 12 points to put in the stuff. Basic armors do I get? Heavy armors? Nope, just a shield boost. Become more scary. Oh, you mean intimidating? Yeah, sure. Motivated buyer. Receive extra credits when selling items to stores. Overall charming. Garrus got 2. Increase your dampening. Tally's got 2, going right into shotguns. So, they lock you in certain speech levels, depending on where you're at in, like, the main story, because there's only, like, 5 main story missions total. I also can't finish out this until I finish a particular side mission. Like, this is just cut here until I finish that mission. You gotta remember, when this game came out, this game was fucking huge. You get to travel all over this fake galaxy. Well, not even fake, it is just an imagination of the entire Milky Way. Scan planets. Every planet that you can look at, and many of the moons, have their own little history story, what it consists of, weird basic background info. Hundreds of characters that all have unique speech options and dialogue and voices. Several armors. Oh, every gun has infinite levels of variance due to the fact that every gun you have can be equipped with other shit. So you constantly have to calculate all of this stuff all the time. For every single character. Not to mention all the armors, depending on who, the company that makes it and the type of the armor it is, changes colors, some of the features on it. And then you can also upgrade and change your armors based on the mods you put on your armors.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and
This game was doing
determine
basically what Call of Duty was before Call of Duty got really big and taken over by 5-year-olds.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Back in the earliest years of the PS3. This is no plant.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Why does it have teeth?
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now!
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and it will grow.
Good work, you guys. So you guys gonna stand there and be broken here too? Maybe. So this is plant. I would not hang that up in my apartment. I don't even live in an apartment, but if I did, that would not be in it.
Over here, Commander. Definitely something different in this area.
So originally they didn't used to put that there, this little aiming target thing, in the first one. In the ground, down by the river. No, I live in home. But yeah, the first time I did this mission, way back when, as I want to say early middle schooler, they didn't have this little aimer to tell you that, you need to hit this thing. So I was just running around randomly, missing all of these things. To shoot it.
We've stung. I'm sure of that. We need to find more of these things.
Large tendrils? Gross. I feel like after the Thorian would be in a better mood to negotiate. Maybe, but he's also thousands of years, well, I guess. Will you stop running away with your shotgun, you bitch? And actually has an active army down here. I mean, don't get wrong, I'm running around with basically the equivalent of a 44 Magnum to shoot through people skin. But in my defense, I like watching their heads explode. Also, I always value stopping power a little bit too highly in many shooting games. I can't shoot a lot. I really don't. I actually don't care for the spray and pray. Yeah, I take a little bit of extra time to line up my shots, especially on a controller. But give me something that hits like a brick shit house, and I'm good. Downside though, because I am trying to use a gun that hits like a brick shit house, I'm going to go for the headshot every time. And because I always try to max it out with the amount of damage I can do with a single shot, rail extensions, higher caliber barrels, etc. If you don't die the first time I hit you, incendiary or hammerhead rounds, I am trying to break you. Yeah, fuck, what you fucking. Some skin can. Oh, you. Excellent. I mean, we're basically pulling off this thing's limbs. Pop it in the face. Did I miss one somewhere? I must have. Or did I skip one? Oh no, I walk down here. You vomiting bastard. I have Jedi magic powers too. I'd use them more, but to use every single one of them I have to do this wheel. Which isn't a problem, but I feel like if you just watch me flashing this wheel 50,000 times, it'd get boring very quickly. I think I found the big one, guys. God damn. There it goes. I had to get closer, not let it snipe this motherfucker. You know how fleshy and awkward this thing is? Do you think fire would hurt it? Like any other plane, if I lit it on fire, would it whoosh? Oh. Oh, that looks like something from, like, Alien.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
You should. How was your pod? Was it potty?
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
How was a Thorian able to, 1, clone you, and 2, clone your clothes? And 3, does your species have nipples?
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
I get, loyalty and all that, but the idea of selling yourself like a slave for someone else's gain, it irks me.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What the hell is the cipher? What does it do? We've been chasing it for fucking 3 episodes now.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the cipher is basically just a whole lot of dead knowledge.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
That's annoying in a way.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Grotesque. Seizure warning. This goes on for longer than I remember. So, I don't mean to be this guy.
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you alright?
It's fine, I'm fine. But that is how that species has sex, so did I just, like, get publicly mind-fucked?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
So, tell me about No, tell me about the matriarch.
I want to know more about Benezia.
Benezia was greatly respected among our people. A powerful biotic, even for an Asari. She was widely known as a teacher of philosophy and religion. She always sought the paths of peace and harmony. She joined with Saren because she hoped to turn him away from his path of destruction.
Instead, she became one of his most powerful allies.
As I mentioned before, Matriarch Benezia underestimated Saren. Be sure you do not make the same mistake.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
What? You mean raising an army of sentient machines to go ahead and take over the main, I don't want to say capital of the galaxy? To bring across, or bring out a super race of galaxy-destroying super weapons? Is bad? Talk about this mind-controlling ship.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating. Its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
And of course, it can control minds.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
Okay, how about the Thorian? You were in a jelly pod.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it. But I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
You actually kind of sound sad.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
That's fair. I still would light it on fire, just to be safe.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
That's fair. The sort of, yeah, that is the, like, I'm teaching you, but I'm going to do this thing. Which is probably against a lot of things I've already taught, so...
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
Well, that's a good or noble idea at the very least.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats.
Ooh, achievement
We're back
unlocked.
to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Medal of Heroism.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a...
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right.
Most? I think I saved like the majority of these assholes.
Oh, thanks again. That data will be very valuable once I get out.
I fought so hard, but any thought of my own caused so much pain.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
I could have asked
Farewell,
you all these
Shala.
questions out here in the
Farewell,
sun.
Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
And not in the deep dark hole. Whatever. Fuck it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset. You.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined, filtered.
That's fine, but why does your tool float?
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
What do you have? Nope. That's just 2 more levels above the gun I got. It's good, but like... Fuck you, dude. I want it. Don't worry, this is sorting. See, 110% sorted.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
You know, I understand the whole Thorium is like suppressing their thoughts and hurting them for thinking too far outside the line, but
It will take time for things to get back.
I have never fixed a machine, built a generator, or anything without any thought.
Thank you.
Actually, that's not true. I have put nukes together without being conscious, but working on something that's broken and doing like routine maintenance is 2 different things. I think, maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's just done it or done something like that so many times that is sort of a natural thing to her. Who knows? Oh, this Aussie used to take for fucking ever.
Stand by, shore party.
This line would have to go through the entire room twice. Way back when, just...
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I've been publicly brain-fucked twice.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Sure, why not?
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Yeah, second seizure warning. Second protest warning.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
So, nothing all that helpful?
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Well, damn.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
You good? Because I'm, like, still standing, was going to go through combat after this.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah, might as well.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Anyone who managed to study that thing would be a thrall.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best, then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Oh yeah, space racism. Spacism.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
2 more Paragon points. What is our Paragon sitting at? We are a little over halfway through Paragon. We are the nicest nice guys to ever nice. We're gonna just finish out pistols, cause yeah, the increased damage and headshot and accuracy is just gonna be great. Oh, that's, well, no, this one's better. And no new armor for me. I get to be sad. Now for the downside. Well, we're actually going to go to the upside first. We're going to go talk to Joker, because he always has fun little comments.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Joker is a guy. Joker is great. He's not wrong. Oh yeah, the ship is dark. I don't know why, but it is.
Anything you need, Commander?
Why were your lips opening before you could talk? Gives off that we are the baddie vibes. Well, you are part of the Alliance, which kind of plays the line of who's a good guy.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the council.
That's good.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
You good?
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Why can't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Experts.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not someone who's actually better at biotics like the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
When you hire a mercenary, you can never expect things to go well.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Kick his ass?
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
So he's got a few more little moments of his, like, training, but the reason, actually a lot of reasons military, ships, facilities, and things are colored the way they are is due to a color experiment and social study done between the, I want to say, the 30s, even, like, the 20s, had it to, like, the 70s. Where the idea that certain colors changed moods, focus, how they react to other people, etc. It's also why guest locker rooms for football teams are not allowed to be pastel pink. That's actually just illegal here in America.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yeah, actually, that is 100% true. I got it, well, you can look it up if you want, but I got a nice little briefing about it. This, mostly because of the funsies of dealing with my work. A lot of the stuff that we have in the missile silo is a, like, seafoam green with a dark marine blue. And the reason it is those two colors a lot is, one, the blue looks really good for the Air Force blue, blah 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 blah. But marine blue has a tendency to increase awareness of, well, little things. They're just general awareness. While seafoam green has a tendency to apparently make people more obedient, according to this color study. The idea that it was both a soothing while not being threatening color. While pastel pink, apparently, due to long periods of exposure, can actually reduce testosterone from being produced. Again, supposedly, this is stupid old research that I'm talking about and why military things are colored the way they are. But yeah, that was their excuse. or at least they're finding.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Hydrate. Why? I mean, I understand getting away from people, but like...
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Venezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Venezia.
That's actually how most children take their careers. I don't want to be that guy, but that's not news to me at all, whatsoever.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha. You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Venezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
I'm fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
That still sounds like dissection. Actually, it sounds like therapy prior to dissection.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
She's some therapy, that's for sure. You guys gotta remember, she's only like 109.
Goodbye, Shepard.
And she's also not a therapist. So her species, she is basically the equivalent of the 17-year-old who managed to graduate high school early and is now has an apartment somewhere.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Well, I honestly believe genetics is a very awkward field of study, but how so?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Organ harvesting and selling is still a thing. It's very, well, I wouldn't say it's very common, but it's not an uncommon practice. Though to have a spike in it would be concerning.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
What'd you find?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
I have to ask.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
So Krogans have 4 balls. Didn't need to know this. How does that work? You know, I don't want to, like, think about it. You're horrified? Alright, well, what about this doctor?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Interviewing how?
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Oh, that's fucked. It's genius, but that's fucked.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
No. Genius. Applaud him for his genius, but that's fucked up.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Fucking what?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock.
By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Okay. So disable the ship, let him get off, catch him, disable the ship, offset, go in and take it that way.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs.
So yeah, like I said, you let him think it's a chase, pop him with an EMP just a little bit outside, and get him there. Right?
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Yes and no. That is the worst part about these situations. Bottom line, the point is to try to save as many people as humanly possible. Writing them off immediately means you're failing. You've already failed your job. But I understand the desire, the need, to want to get something that fucked up gone.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it here.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Look at that, just give.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
I heard all of it.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Why?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You managed to logic your way to give it double barrels of just fuck that woman in the face right there, didn't you?
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Well, I feel bad for her now because I don't plan on fucking Liara.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Tell me about your dad.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Again, this is one of those fortunate things where you're thinking about it, since I don't really know this rank structure. I don't know what serviceman 3rd class is. Because if it goes anything like it starts, you get your enlistment, you're immediately a serviceman. I'm just going like lower enlisted ranks. Right? And maybe it gets more complicated due to the fact that we are a galaxy-wide military operation now. Excuse me. But if it goes serviceman, serviceman 1st rank, serviceman 2nd rank, serviceman 3rd rank, then he's the equivalent of like an E4. Which again is probably the best military rank to be, in my opinion. All the know-how, the less of the responsibility. People just don't get mad at you for stupid shit. Anyway.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
That's actually a fairly traditional ideal. Real shame that this setting is like 21 something and we haven't even made it past 2020 and that fucking ideal is dead.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Honestly, that makes sense.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Ours are dead.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Fair enough.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's true.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Alright, so let's talk about this teenage boy's plan. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not the worst plan in the world. Romantic picnic in the woods, pushing for sex. Timber sex is not good sex. It can be. It can be great. It can be fucking intense. Pun intended. But, not to be this guy, but a nice bed. Nice bed, rose petals, couple candles, fucking music. 10 times better. In my opinion. But I'm a hopeless romantic. I do stupid, sappy shit for funsies.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
First off, I like swords. And secondly, I think you're talking about a corset, and those are also pretty sexy sometimes. If they're done right. If they're not done right, they're just kinda, they look painful. What did you do?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
So Marine hand-to-hand is basically a mix of judo and violent rage. Couple throws, couple holds, some hitting. Marine knife training currently is basically bum rushing your opponent, shoving them as hard as you can, and slashing them until they bleed to death. That is knife training. You don't do the thing in the movies where you're like, no, it is, I'm going to charge at you and slice until there is nothing but bone. Anyway, self-defense.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice.
Oh,
Abby
we already did this.
Things to her figure, though.
Dedicated of you.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Large difference in combat styles.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
I don't want to be this guy, but I feel like the not after part's, you know, like the lack of preparation. But anyway, that's a me thing, but I prepare for everything.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
Ask every Quarian.
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I know this poem. Oh, fucking... Did you read poetry?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
God damn it. I knew it too.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
From the afterlife?
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
No, but... I don't want to be this guy, but...
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. It says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
No problem. You kind of got like a weird thing
What's
going on.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
That's fair. So
we'll
would
talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
I believe in the indomitable human spirit. Not the worst thing to believe in.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Cool.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Okay, but like, why leave home?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Okay, elaborate on that.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
After being genetically castrated, blown up, nuked, thrown into space to be slammed down into your own planet, I'd stop fighting too.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I mean, I don't want to be this guy, but you were basically on the side for pumping out babies. I've never been in a culture that needs children. And despite the fact that I am awkwardly sitting here screaming to a microphone for basically my only source of income, I actually have a surprising amount of skills. I'm just kind of lazy.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
That sounds like a trap.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
So Jarud was your father?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
God damn, Rex.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
At least once.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Know where it is?
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people.
Oh, like the Germans.
He's got several bases where he stores his goods. All fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Fuck it, let's go look for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
You know, the thing that became such a big problem that we, abolished it? At least, here. 3-hour mark? Yeah, and the worst part is we've done one side mission and one story mission, and that is it.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
No, you're feeling better.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Again, your culture's kind of weird, but we can find something. Am I hunting something for you too?
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
Okay, why?
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So, you're like royalty? Well, no, your culture's kind of militaristic. In the idea of, you follow the captain's orders. Well, I guess it could learn... So you're royalty?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
That's the same for every culture.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That's true.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
So, what if we save the galaxy? Do you get to go back and be like, dude, I was here to save the galaxy? Does that count?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
Okay. Well, it's kind of hard to wipe out an entire race of sentient machines. Their ability to reproduce, manufacture, and build themselves should be higher than any way we could destroy them. So...
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Tell me about your dad.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Alright, well, what about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
She basically just explained that her mother died due to a fucking air filtration malfunction. Not even malfunction, probably just a dirty air filter.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
Your father was a high-ranking military official and just didn't know how to turn that off. Even when he did try to turn it off, he was still not really off. Alright. You are right, it is about the 3-hour mark. So we're going to pop out some of these side missions, because a good portion of them are basically go here, fetch this, grab this, talk to this guy, and bail. So let's go ahead and... Rex's armor. Argos Rio cluster. Okay.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Right, I forgot about this. This would be story mission number 4.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Hut, 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 hut. Move super fast.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
About time you've told me anything.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
Infiltration units, so spies and saboteurs?
You mean
Hydrate?
spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander. But they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Why?
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Thanks. That basically is just go to Vermeer and try not to die.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Anyway, ignoring them, we're gonna go to the Argus Rio cluster, which should be, I don't know, at least a couple weeks away. If we were to do any actual math on this. Because, yeah, you think like, oh, this is only like half the galaxy. No, we haven't actually unlocked all the clusters we can interact with. Why? Because to interact with more clusters, we have to do more side missions. Argus Rio, Argus Rio, Argus Rio. To get to Argus Rio alone takes 5 jumps. Through our super space cannon. Oh, we're just taking off. Sorry, I wasn't somewhere to use a super space cannon cutscene. There it is, super space cannon. Yes. Valaris. Nope, can't land there. Metos.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call. Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
I can land here. We'll bring Rex. So we're looking for Rex's thing. Bring Tally because, honestly, even though she is fragile, in lore, in game, she is basically just a person with a shotgun. Middle of exploration 2. Transponder signal, debris, anomaly. Alright, let's start with the transponder signal. Yeah. So at least that sounds like an actual supposed emergency. Oh yeah, another thing that used to be a thing in the old games. So you see how my minimap are coming across something that isn't what I'm like looking for. Right down, yeah. That rock. This rock right here. So the only way to see have this show up on your minimap is to go and spend the $5,000 on the map in the original game. Now they're just on my minimap, and they're approximately anywhere from like 10 to 50 grand a pop.
Looks like the signal's coming from that wreckage.
Careful, Shepard. Geth! It's a trap!
Thank you, comedic timing. I love that you have a sense of comedy. Anyway, as I was saying about those fancy rocks, now they just kind of appear. They're just out there in the open for me to just go and fetch, so I don't have to go somewhere to buy a map, to then go re-explore every place I can land, to hunt for, well, rock. And again, it was a complete side mission. You can complete this game if you really wanted to. If you're willing to skip all the dialogue, regardless of how it affects the ending, you could probably complete this game in about 5 hours. Casually. But I don't mind stretching this out because I kind of want to play all 3 on stream. Plus, I just love driving the Mako. It's just fun to drive. I bet it looks atrocious, but I like driving bumper cars as a kid, but these ones are virtual bumper cars. Oh yeah, the original Mako did not have this booster here. The original Mako couldn't do that. It could do this. But this speed boost thing is new. And awesome. It does make a lot of the traveling in this game a lot smoother. I don't think I'm on the right planet for Rex. I do not think I am. Well, I apologize. I just explored an entire planet for nothing. Turn insignia recovered. Alright. Oh, over here. We're going to the Phoenix system. Can't land here. Anything in this belt? Nope. Okay. Wait. Unknown. Asteroid? Prothean data disk. This is why you check belts. Nothing. Can't land here. We can land here. But could you imagine trying to code all of this back when the PS3 like just came out? This is huge at the time. Hidden structure, anomaly, debris. We're gonna go to the hidden structure. I'm totally not abusing the speed boost to go over these mountains that no vehicle should ever traverse. What monster would do such a thing? I think I got him. Me, I'm that monster. What have I ever done that's so bad? Besides forget that I've put nothing into this guy. Well, you're certainly showing me the head of someone I care about. But I don't know what you expected. Finish out all of her hacking abilities, so long as she's on my team, there should not be a terminal or box I cannot open. What does maxing out my armor give me? A max shield boost? Ugh. We're going to master throwing things. With our brain! Alright, Rex, let's get you outfitted properly. You okay, buddy? You're looking a little white. A little bit pale.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Can I toggle my pink-ass helmet? Ugh. I think that might be somehow slightly worse, but it's fine. I went right back outside. Oh, this looks safe. I got a reading for a whole bunch of hostiles, but see no one. Excuse me, sir. Do you want me to talk about the Jedi Order? You're a dirty pirate.
Now it gets fun.
What are you doing, dude? Are you glitching? Did I break you? Dick shot! Ever been incinerated from the dick up? I bet it's horrible. Crate. Random box. Annoying part about the Frogger. You actually have to, like, time things. Still dope. Still though, if a man showed up wearing this as his, like, combat armor, would you take him seriously? I wouldn't. I'd probably be laughing.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
It's great.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Rex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful, perhaps? Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his amusement and grips his gun with a renewed purpose. Good work, team. Now let's finish off this planet. You know, explore the other things that are still here. Because, you know, we're here, and I honestly just don't feel like coming back here. without having another reason to actually come back here. No offense to the game and all the niceties and having huge maps of beautiful wilderness, but kinda like Red Dead 2, you really don't want to leave someplace if there's more to do there. You know, in hindsight, when you think about it, this game does kind of contradict my criticisms to Red Dead 2. Oh, you weren't on top of the mountain, you were on the other side of the mountain. Dummy dummy dum. More hacking noises. Oop, I went too fast. And next is this anomaly, which is back the way we came a little bit. Instead of going over that part, we're going over this part. So I mean, before you used to have the boost, all of this rock would be super slippery, and you'd basically be like trying to drive a bumper car up the mountain. I mean, I'm still trying to drive a bumper car up the mountain, but at least now it has a turbo booster. Which is unbelievably helpful. Come on. Come on. Hey look, it's a pyramid. Who wants to bet that's the anomaly? The most convenient and effective way to stack... Oh, it's next to the pyramid, not the pyramid. Ah, nope, no one cares about the pyramid. The anomaly's not even the pyramid, it's all this wreckage here. Boom, done. This thing over here, that's completely normal. It's completely fine. It's fine. So what if we find, you know, pyramids on other planets? Herschel system and the Kepler Verge. Zooming out, zooming out, zooming out. Kepler Verge, Kepler Verge, Kepler Verge. Kepler Verge. gotten her shell. See, it is nice because the journals have gotten a lot nicer. You can actually read them. Or I could just be thinking back on the TV that I used to play this game on was like tiny and not very good. Then you look at the plans. We're going to this station. Scratch eyeball. Well, there's a lot of boxes in here. Jesus. Got him.
More than cloning.
Okay, for some reason, all the boxes are at that side of the room. Which is not awkward at all, or in no way any good way to piss off your shipping organizer. Now that door opens. Where's our objective?
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Positive?
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
Alright, yeah, we can put him in a prison cell.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
Think, buddy. There's a lot that he's been able to do that shouldn't actually be physically possible.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
Those of you who don't know, he was actually running to the back to get a weapon, or self-destruct or anything. But yeah, if you walk into that room, your crew will always kill him.
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
The medical station stained with the blood of many species, pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back. But yeah, he tries to make one last attempt at fleeing, and it kills him. I don't blame him for, not wanting to go to prison. But really should have just taken it up on the whole I don't get to die today thing. Hey look, I'm being called by potential spam. They've been calling a lot recently. Someone in my area must have fallen from one of their fishing attempts. Anyway, with that, we now just run all the way back. We're going to hard save because we are nearing the 4-hour mark. Well, 20 till, but that should be more than enough time for Twitch to give me my third commercial. We'll go talk to Garrison, though. Not this door. I need to stop going into that door. We basically just took care of... I don't want to call them loyalty missions, but clearly these missions had a point to exist.
Commander, good to see you.
Got it. Garrus won't talk to me.
Shepard?
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Cool. Got your shit together. With that, we are going to save and skeet scat. I'm probably going to do another loop run for talking to these guys because, again, there are only 5 story missions. But yeah. With that, I will thank you for coming and I will see you again next time. Later.